Hey guys, welcome to Lovin Meets with Hey guys, welcome to Lovin Meets with Nasser Al Rayess, aka the Shawarma King. He's a comedian from the States. He loves Dubai. We've basically adopted him as our own, and we sat with him to start again. Hey guys, welcome to Lovin Meets with aka the Shawarma King, Nasser Al Rayess. We talked all about how he grew his following in the States and why he loves Dubai. What a legend. We really enjoyed the red flag segment as well.
And Habibi, if you are not subscribed to Lovin Meets, don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts from. Enjoy the show.
Or wherever it may be, or Canada, and they're like, oh wow, I see myself in that video. So I feel like naturally it's picked up an audience in Dubai. And then obviously majority of my following is in the States, but it's actually my top city is Dubai in terms of my statistics. So wow. Dubai, I love you too. But now, like I found myself coming to Dubai a lot more because I came to Dubai for the first time last April. So it's almost a year anniversary. I stayed here for 2 months for work. I forced them to put me on a Dubai project because I wanted to be here so badly. And after the 2 months, I was like, I need to come back here. And so I came back in November, I came back in December, I came back in January, and again. And so it's been crazy. Yeah, I love Dubai, honestly. Everyone says, my followers always say, you look so much happier here. I do. Because I have so many amazing friends that I've met from Sean to Fahed. I've become good friends with the cast of Dubai Bling, from Ibrahim to Fahed to Safa and Daniel. They're all amazing people. So it's been a blessing, alhamdulillah. It's been cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I personally know your content on TikTok, which is vicely known as like Habibi, Shawarma, and garlic, and so on.
Yeah.
So, of course, now you come from California.
Yes.
Right? So, how would you say you know all about that culture? That, I would say, Arab, Middle Eastern culture?
I have to thank Tete and Mama, honestly, and my entire family at home. I think grow up in the States, and if you come to one of my comedy sets, right now, like the theme of my comedy, if you come to Habibi Nights, which is now 3 shows in the summer, Irvine, San Jose, and Chicago, more coming soon. So I had to plug that in real quick.
Absolutely.
I just had a show in Dubai on Friday. But right now, the theme of my comedy set is about how it's my journey as an Arab in America. Like, how did I lose my identity and come back to my identity? Because it's a process. In America, it's very tough. Being children of the diaspora, especially in America post 9/11, you're really like pushed away from the culture. They really do everything that's possible to kind of take you away from, whether it's discrimination, whether it's the way the laws are set up, you name it. It's very easy to not be out of there. My family did a really good job reminding me of being at home. You know, when I go home, you speak Arabic, not English. You know, the culture, like during Ramadan. Such a beautiful time just to remember, like you watch Bab al-Hada on TV, you watch all the different musalsalat and all this stuff, and these things were embedded into my blood. So when I go out into the real world in America, you know, you don't forget those. But naturally, you know, you go to school. I went to a private white Catholic high school. It was very difficult for me to like fit in, so you kind of have to buy into the program they have. College in America. And then I came back to my roots once I started hanging out with more of my Arab friends via my cousins, you know. My brother and I both started to fall in love more of our culture and our music and our traditions. And after college, I decided, like, you know what, it's time to buy into what makes me me. And I started making content about being Arab. I started off making content just naturally about anything. Then I was like, let's do more content about being Arab. And I have a solid understanding of it. I grew up on knowing all of it. And then, now like 4 or 5 years later, we're at Lovin Dubai.
Peak. Well, speaking of being an Arab in America, you know, one of our conversations before you joined the show, we were talking about people calling out DJ Khaled for not having a voice.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to have a voice. It might be easier to have a voice for Palestine and Gaza for people here, the region. But you were very strong about your opinion. Was that difficult to do from an American platform?
Listen, it's our first right on the Bill of Rights, freedom of speech, but it's not as black and white, you know, in America. You know, I feel like in America, it was so taboo to talk about it for a long time, you know, and social media has done a fantastic job making a lot of people feel comfortable about it. You know, it's kind of even the playing field, because the media has done I think, a poor job of showing like, a balanced side, like a minimum of balanced side of the situation that's going on in Palestine and Gaza. And to be honest with you, what really drove me is I've realized that like my comedy is a vessel to deliver news in a digestible way. Otherwise, when it couldn't be, I feel like with the media and other people might take what's going on, which is horrific and tragic, and we've just become naturally desensitized to it, And so I've used my comedy as a way to make it easier for like the non-Arab audience in the States to understand what's going on in Gaza and Palestine. And so I want to say you have to get over that hump. Once you realize, you have to never lose sight of your own values, because who am I if I don't have my integrity and my values, I'm out here trying to make my mom happy, my family happy, my culture happy. If I don't stand by those values, who am I in 10 to 15 years? So it's really important for me to never forget that. And in the States, it's very easy to lose those values. I see it happen to a lot of people, buy into the culture that is the American culture and what they really sometimes push for success, And for me, I'll never compromise those. Those are always something that I'll stand by. And supporting Palestine and Gaza was part of my values and integrity. So was it hard? Yeah. I mean, I said this on, I forgot, I was on Al Jazeera and they asked me about this, and I lost 10,000 followers in the first 2 weeks when I started talking about it. But I say alhamdulillah because I gained so much more and people that recognize the cause. So hard, yes. Right thing to do, yes. And I'll do it 1,500 times again. I'll always speak up for them as much as I can.
Great.
So we do see that happen with not only you, like a lot of other celebrities when they do actually support Palestine. But I have a question, of course, because you grew up in the United States, in California specifically, so you must have a lot of, as you say, white friends that do not quite understand, the Arab culture, because there's like this specific stereotype on like the Arab culture, like, oh, they're so strict, they're so everything. Have you in a way affected them? Or like maybe fixed that stereotype? Yeah,
I mean, 100%. A lot of my friends, my like American friends and white friends, they really like are very thankful for like, wow, you've opened the doors for us to see like the beauty of this culture. I have a couple of friends that they were really nervous about going to the Qatar World Cup, and they asked me like, yo, should we be nervous? I'm like, no, go there with open mind. They asked me all the right questions, and I taught them all these different things, like you say, marhaba, you say inshallah, mashallah, all these different things. And they came back from Qatar and they were like, oh my God, we love the Arab culture. And now they're like always supporting me in my videos. They're speaking more Arabic. They eat more shawarma. They listen to more Arabic music. So, the whole point of like, I have my goals as a comedian and entertainer, but I also have my goals for the culture in the States. And that goal was to make them mainstream in the States, similar to Black culture, Latino culture, K-pop, all these different things. Like I want Arab culture to be that mainstream, and you're starting to see it. You're starting to see a lot more, and it's not just from me being a comedian, but you're starting to see it with entertainers and musicians. It's happening. Like we're becoming to be more accepted as a whole, and it takes being unapologetically yourself wherever you are, whether it's in the States or Europe, Canada, you name it. So my friends, they do have an appreciation. I appreciate them for falling in love with our culture. I remember, one thing that I had a conversation with my friends just recently, like 2 weeks ago, I was with them, and they really they thank me for opening their eyes to what's going on in Palestine, because listen, news is hard to digest. The news is very in your face, but when it's done in a comedic way, it's easier to understand the information and see what's going on. And they really appreciated my videos. Like, wow, I had no idea so much was going on, and it was that so tragic. But your videos really help bring it to light, and that to me, that's the biggest goal of doing it. If one person can understand that, I've accomplished my goal.
That's such a great mission to be opening up the eyes of the West to cultures of the East and different types of news in a comedic way. It's great.
Yeah.
You mentioned shawarma.
Yes.
So
I'm sorry, fasting. She already said shawarma. It's 9 o'clock, guys, and it's too early for the first day of Ramadan. Honestly,
we have rules that during Ramadan we try and speak about food as little as possible. But when you have the shawarma king on the show,
it's very hard.
We have to bring it up.
You've made a song.
I not just me, my bestie Sean Shadiak made a song about shawarma. Well, it's more of like. It's like a love of shawarma. It's called Be My Shawarma. It's out everywhere, Spotify and Grammy, YouTube, everywhere. We made a song called Be My Shawarma. That's a Valentine's song / summer anthem of sorts. very proud of it. It's a funny song, you know, and very inspired by old funny Arab songs like Lahme song and Saudis and Aoudis. So I have made a song.
You've made a song. We had Sean on the show and we got his summary of it, but just from the horse's mouth as well. Why shawarma?
Why shawarma? Okay, so one, I'm obsessed with shawarma. I love shawarma. It's my favorite Arabic food, you know. But it goes a little bit deeper than that. Like when people ask me at the shows, they ask me like, "Why do you love shawarma so much?" And for me, shawarma is it's like a beautiful reminder of our culture. It just like encapsulates so much of who we are, right? The warmth of it, the food, the way it's done, the way it's like so shareable and so like everyone like at night just goes and eats some shawarma together. And when I was younger, my family used to have shawarma so often. My uncle would come with these boxes of shawarma. And we would just sit there and eat it, you know. I remember I had such fond memories. And that carried on throughout my time. It was always a constant reminder of who I was. And so the love for it always grew and grew. And now it's like, it's my love. It's my passion.
I didn't. You've done that. Now it's all we're thinking about. It wasn't me.
Like think about how many times you've had a delicious shawarma with like the chicken's hitting the booms and you have a nice like merenda or like, you know, a soda with you or like a mint lemonade. And you're just there with your friends. And it's like 2 a.m. Like, what else do you want in life? I mean,
the Golden Tasty in Barsha. Have you been? It's like this cafeteria in Barsha. Anyway.
I mean, it is as well a tradition in Syria, specifically in Damascus. In Damascus, you know, like there's like this area in Syria where I've been for a trip with my friends, Bab Touma, which is like, it's known for having the best shawarma places, spots, and it's like amazing. And it's actually, literally, because I'm hungry just like you are, and I'm fasting just like you, and so on. And it's like known for like the thing. But like, I have a question for you actually. Do you think that you are, because like, I'm just gonna explain it better in a way, like I am born in Dubai. And if I go back to Syria, to my family and so on, they go like, "Oh yeah, Farah, you're not Syrian enough," because like I am like, you know, like I don't know as much as they know. So do you face the same thing in a way?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's always a classic like in America, you're not American enough. But you come to the Middle East, you're not Arab enough. And like I experience it within my family. I experience it with my friends. Like it's something that like I deal with a lot. Like I tell people though, I am Arab American, but the Arab comes first. It's just how it is, you know? My identity, I grew up in the States. Part of my identity is the States. Like, I can't deny that, you know? I have a love for that side of me, but I also have a love of my Arab side. So that comes naturally with the fact that, like, if I come to the Middle East, I'm going to feel more Ajnabi. I'm going to feel a little bit more, like, American. But that's fine. It's not my job to try to convince you that I'm Arab enough. I know I'm Arab enough. And then you're not the ruler of who's Arab, you know, enough. That's not, no one is, you know? But there are people like, no, like the way you speak, Arab and all this stuff. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not there to make you happy. Like, I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of being Arab. I'm trying to do the best I can to make us as proud as we can. And so, at the end of the day, like, if someone says I'm not Arab enough, I'm like, honestly, you might not be Arab enough because Arabs are all about being hospitable. It's all about welcoming people. And you're kind of like, nah, so you're not Arab enough, in my opinion, to be honest.
Speaking of getting comments, having videos that go viral is amazing, but also there's the downside of you get people's opinions on your work all the time. Has that ever affected you?
No, it doesn't affect me. I mean, like, listen, we're human. At the end of the day, when any negativity is thrown at you, it'll affect you a little bit, but I feel like your mentality to it and your reaction to it is what defines you, you know? Like, it's always natural if someone comes to you, if someone came to you, and this is not true, it says, Lovin Dubai is horrible, you're going to have a little bit like a reaction. But then your reaction to that, I think, defines who you are as a person, right? I know as a comedian, I can't make everyone happy and laugh. It's impossible. There's 7 billion people on this earth, right? My job every day is, can I make one person laugh, right? If I can make one person laugh, alhamdulillah, right? Now, alhamdulillah, I've also made a lot of people laugh, you know? And when someone doesn't like my video, okay, I'm sorry you didn't like my video. I can't make you guys all laugh. My job is not to make everyone laugh. And so once you have that mentality that it's not about making everyone happy and you can't make everyone happy, it makes you feel a little bit less loose, you know? I'm not really focused on that stuff. You know, I see the comments. Sometimes if I have a funny response to it, I'll respond to it, but most of the time I ignore it, you know? I try not to stoop down low to the negative comments. Like there's like, for example, someone will say cringe, you know, someone for the song, for example, will say, Be My Shawarma is a cringe song. I'm like, cool. I'm glad that you had the energy enough to write a comment on my video. Thank you. Algorithm doesn't know if it's negative or positive, but I'm proud of it. Sean's proud of the song. A lot of people do love the song. So if you think the song is bad, I'm sorry you don't like it, but there's another person I can make happy. So
that's the mentality you need.
Yeah.
Yes. It's hard to build that wall up.
That's true.
Yeah.
It is hard because people say some pretty bad things out there.
They do.
Yeah. There's some stuff that honestly I'm like, whoa, that's really unnecessary,
We see them every day. Yeah. Every day. We love you for your comments.
Yeah. Keep posting on bad comments. The algorithm does not know. Bad or good, just keep commenting at the end of the day.
I'd rather keep the negativity at the door.
I would too. I wish everyone was more positive, but not everyone is. I don't know. Think about it though. It probably takes a lot for someone to write a negative comment. Yeah. Have you ever gone out of your way? It feels so much. I actually feel bad for them because I've never found myself in a place where I'm like, I'm gonna write something bad on someone's product. That takes a lot of bad energy. So I actually feel bad for them. Like, inshallah, you find peace in your heart that you don't have to do that because that actually takes so much negativity to go on to someone else's work that they put time in to say, I don't like this video.
It's absolutely wild, but it's extremely common.
It's very common.
Good morning to everyone except for you, negative typers.
No, good morning. I hope you find peace, inshallah. I hope you find peace because I know you're probably struggling. So I send you my love.
That's
I do.
a good point.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing because you didn't say anything bad and it's Ramadan. So you wouldn't have to be like, astaghfirullah, over and over and over again. Yeah. So again, I would like to actually ask is that, have you found a shawarma place in the United States that is as good as, let's say, Syria?
It's a great question. I haven't been to Syria. Inshallah, one day I'll be able to go to the homeland.
Okay.
I have in my mind an American ranking for shawarma and an Arabic ranking. There's two, American ranking and Middle Eastern ranking. Because there's a difference between the two and how they make it, right? Yeah, in America, more so out of 10, like 7 out of 10 times, you'll get shawarma and there's literally salad with a side of shawarma in the sandwich, because that's how the Americans like it with lettuce and they like it more Americanized. So it's harder for me to find a good shawarma. Sometimes the flavor is there, but there's just unnecessary toppings. Yeah. So I'll say, it's an 8 out of 10, but compared to the Middle East, it's like a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
But in my mind, my friends recognize it that. How was it? I was like, if it was in Syria, this would not be good, but in America, it's not that bad. But there is a spot. There's a couple of spots in America. There's one spot in LA in Sherman Oaks called Sincerely Syria.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic shawarma. That's the best shawarma I've had in the States, in LA. The chef was Syrian, and the way he did it, he took the freaking bread, Here's when you're going to get good shawarma. The chef takes the bread, dips it in the oil underneath the chicken, then puts it on the grill.
I can see it.
Fire just build up. That's when you know you're in for a good night.
I'm not fasting, but I feel bad for people watching because you're painting a picture.
You see the grill marks on it, and then he puts an extra piece of the chicken on top with a slab of tum. And he goes, Habibi min ayuni. And I'm like,
oh yes, it's actually a tradition.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's when you know. So I've had some good shawarmas.
Yeah, okay. Perfect.
I'm really sorry. We have 2 minutes left.
Only
we
2?
I know.
I talk too much, guys.
I know.
I talk too much. I swear.
That was a very good interview. No,
we're going to do a really quick game.
It's a quick hitter.
This is a red flag game. So if it's a red flag, you hit the ball.
Yes.
Just don't mention the ice cream test. The girls in Dubai do not like this thing.
And I would want you to reply with every time you answer. Be like Habibi and. Okay.
Min ayuni.
Okay, perfect. By the way, Syrians are known to be very na'ayuni, ula'ayuni for all of these flirtatious ways. Even if they don't even like you, they're just gonna say it. For sure.
It's just a way to be endearing.
Yeah. Okay, so it's cheeky.
Exactly.
Cheeky.
So he's gonna be replying with.
You kick it off.
Yeah. So, red or green flag? If you think it's a red flag, just press that. If you think it's a red or a green flag, just be like Habibi. And tell us why. So, double texting.
Double texting. Wow. Depends on the situation.
We're gonna need a quick answer.
I'd say green flag. Sorry. No, green flag. Don't touch it. I don't know. Double texting depends on the situation.
You didn't say Habibi.
Oh, it's not a green flag. What? You know why? Sometimes, in my opinion, I am a bad texter now. Yeah. Okay. And DMs and stuff everything gets lost. So sometimes I appreciate if someone double texts me.
Double texts. You're cool with it.
I don't mind it. You don't like it.
Okay.
Okay, go on to the next one.
I don't mind.
It's a quick hitter. Go.
Talks about their ex on the first date.
Habibi!
Not a thing. You go.
Okay, fine. Tells their mom about you after the first meetup.
Green flag. I don't mind that.
Ooh.
I don't mind that. Means he likes you.
It's a Middle Eastern thing.
Yeah. If I tell my mom about a girl, that
Yeah.
means I think there's a chance.
Yeah, there's a future.
She might be the one.
Yeah.
That's
green
cute.
flag.
Yes.
Has 2 phones with separate passwords.
Habibi! One for the man, one for, I'm not going to say it. It's Ramadan, astaghfirullah.
It's not okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think I might know the answer to this, but says they're going to marry you after the first date.
Habibi! Term of endearment, honestly. Arab guys do this a lot.
Yeah.
I want to marry you, Habibti. It just means like, listen,
They didn't mean it.
I want you to I want your attention to
Yeah.
be captured that you might have a chance. 100%.
Yeah.
They don't mean it when they say they want to marry you.
How many times has an Arab guy told you this and you've married them?
All the time.
Listen, if an Arab guy tells you he wants to marry you after the first date, it means he wants something a little bit more than that, Habibti.
But not the whole hog.
Yeah.
We have time for 2 more. Wants to go 50-50 on a date.
Habibi. What? No, we're Arab. We're gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
But if a girl offers to pay for ice cream, I won't let her pay, but it's a nice gesture.
Yeah.
After the ice cream test gets people really riled up. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why. I just have this thing that in my mind, like if I'm gonna take a girl out to dinner, I'm gonna pay. But when it comes to ice cream, if we go out for ice cream later,
Test.
right? If we're getting ice cream and the girl just offers, if she's like, no, thank you for that, I'll offer to play. I look at that as a green flag. If you don't, then like, I don't know. Dubai girls are different. Dubai girls will be like, you gotta pay for everything. American girls, it might be different.
Ice cream test. Love it.
Okay. Well, this
Last
one,
one.
I think you and I can agree on this.
Okay.
Does not know how to dabke.
Habibi, the guy knows how to dance. Arab guys, you know how to dabke and dance. It needs to happen.
Dabke.
I know dabka. Do girls dabka? No.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I've only seen videos of guys.
I know girls that dabke better than me.
Yeah.
Why are only the male videos viral?
I don't know. I've seen some girl video virals. At my show in San Diego, we had a dabke line at the end of the show, and a girl was leading the way.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was. We're all about it.
Of course.
Listen, girls, guys, dabke together. It's all together as one.
The official green flag for the dabka. Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of the show. We
Damn,
really
I'm kind of sad. I would have been here for like
appreciate
another
your time. We had to skip through so much, but thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you
Love
guys
your
so much.
story.
Wow, thank you. Dubai, I love you. Bahabkon a lot.
Habibi, one last time.
Habibi.
That brings us to the end of the Lovin Experience Abu Dhabi show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye from me.
Bye-bye from me.
Bye from Nasser. Oh, the lights are going away. Wow.